What is going on, and welcome back to the DFS roster build for Week 11 in the NFL. Starting things off, who is your lock start of the week? Who's your player that won't miss this week?
Oh, man, I'm matchup hunting this week, man. I'm definitely rolling with Saquon Barkley against that Detroit Lions run defense, man. The whole defense is terrible over there. High usage, somebody going to get it, man. Expect Saquon to have another big game this week, man. Rolling with him.
I like that a lot. And to make matters better, I like Detroit having to throw the ball to stay in this game. And I love Amon-Ra St. Brown at $18 this week.
Oh, yeah. Great value, man. Definitely. The price probably won't stay there for too long, man. So, and he's still getting the usage. Yes. That's a great pick right there, man. For sure.
He's due for a big game as well. So you want to go ahead and just go down and from quarterback the rest of the way, see what we can come up with?
Yeah, for sure, man. Just looking at the quarterbacks this week, and we talk about locks, and I'm thinking right now, like, I was looking at some of the lower guys on this list, and, it's a lot of questions, right? And I think this is the week, man, if you want to pay for a guy, you want some high usage, right? High value, high upside, right? And I look no further than Justin Fields once again this week, man. I just feel like we should keep rolling with this train, man. He's dropped 40 plus in back-to-back weeks, man. The rushing is crazy. And you know what? He's going against an Atlanta team that, just gave up all them rushing yards to D'Onta Foreman. He's going to ball out, man. I say we continue to do so, man. And shit, if he give us 40, Saquon snap out, Brown does what he does, man, we right there in the money early with three people right here.
I do like that a lot. Yeah, I say we ride the Fields train till we can't. Moving on, another guy that I love this week. I'm sorry, I'm actually going to skip over to wide receiver. I love Kadarius Toney this week with the possibility of Juju missing time. What are your thoughts there?
I love the Toney pick, especially with this just being his third game. Like you said, you got Juju going out. You got a Chargers versus Chiefs, maybe a high-scoring game. And, early on, Mahomes, he showed he got a nice little rapport with him, man. I like Toney, man. At $13, this may be like one of the last times you can catch him this cheap. So if you have another huge game here, this will be the last time you catch him at this value. So I definitely like that pick right there at the receiver
Absolutely.
Position. And a dart at that, man. That's a valuable dart. Yeah.
Very true. What are you thinking at running back right here?
So at the running back position, like me, I'm steady on the high upside. So I was looking at it like, where can we find a guy that's going to take the top off this thing and where we're going to explode at? And when I looked at that matchup, I was kind of just comparing the receivers and the running backs. And I just think Derrick Henry is due for one of those games. Like, he had a bad game last week. It's like, can you expect him to come out and do the same thing 2 weeks in a row? He's going against Green Bay, who's a terrible run defense. They're in the rain. It's cold. You don't want to tackle Derrick Henry. I just feel like the writing is on the wall for him just to have one of those games. And I wouldn't be the one that want to be on the wrong side of that. Like, I wouldn't want to miss out on this. I just think he'll explode this week, man. And he's one of my locks.
I think that's fair. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they have snow headed into Lambeau tonight, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, let's go with Derrick Henry here. I do want to try to grab another piece in this, grab a piece of this Dallas Cowboys game. And I think we might have to spin down to do so. So I was looking over at KJ Osborne for $12. What are your thoughts there?
Which, it makes sense. I like it. You got the value at $12. I believe he had north of 10 targets last week. Was it
True.
Right around, 11. So he had 11 targets last week. And then if you think about Dallas, right, you have a Trayvon Diggs following Justin Jefferson around, and you see what Aaron Rodgers did, where the secondary got whoever the number 2, 3 guys are. I'm pretty sure Kirk Cousins seen what Aaron Rodgers did, and they'll be trying to take advantage of some of these replacement level players that the Cowboys have at the nickel and second cornerback position. So he's a guy who all we need him to do is get a touchdown and some yak. He's got 11 targets. So I think this is another guy who, like you say, high upside darts. And that's what we're going for here. So I love it.
I like that too.
So
excuse me.
We have the tight end, the flex, and the defense left. So right here, just to look at the landscape of the tight end, right? It's a lot of good matchups this week. But it's crazy, right? We went with Dalton Schultz last week. We caught Dalton Schultz at $10. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I looked again, bro. He's only at $12, right? This is the last week you're going to catch a Dalton Schultz around this price, I promise you. I'm not sure if it's because, it was the Cooper Rush and the low value. He was hurt. But listen, this guy with Dak, man, it's money. The targets is there, the red zone, everything you could think about. For $12, you can't get no better than this right now. Dalton Schultz.
I agree. I concur with that one. Yeah, this is our last week with a discounted Dalton Schultz, I'm sure. Moving on to flex, I love Kenyon Drake this week, as long as Gus Edwards stays out. So this is subject to change, by the way.
Absolutely.
But I love him against Carolina. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was going to say I love that. And it was two people around that range that I love. It was him and then Brian Robinson and, the Antonio Gibson. I was trying to choose between the two. So you got a terrible Carolina defense, then you got a terrible Houston rush defense. So, but I do like Kenyon Drake, seeing that he is the guy. He's getting the bulk of the carries, the red zone touches. Gus Edwards, if he's out, yeah, I'm rolling with this all the way. So,
all right, lock that in. Now we've got 13 left to spend on a defense. So that leaves us with what you see here. And I think the best matchup here is going to be the Washington Commanders at $12 against Davis Mills and Houston.
Absolutely.
And I think you were saying Chase Young is expected to return this week, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a steal at $12.
And what's so nice about that matchup is, like, the Houston Texans is one thing they do. They run the ball.
Right.
Right. And then the Redskins, the Commanders, Well, but the one thing that they do well on defense is they play the run. So you got to you playing strength on strength there. The Commanders, the secondary ain't good, but the Houston Texans passing game ain't the best. So you got, like you said, you got strength on strength. I think they'll shut them down here, man. And we got one of those nice value picks. Maybe they give us 10 or 11 this game. So maybe 20. Who knows?
Boom. So yeah, that's our Week 11 build out. We got Fields at quarterback, Saquon and Derrick Henry at running back, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Kadarius Toney, KJ Osborne at wide receiver. Probably your last week for a cheap Dalton Schultz at tight end. Kenyon Drake at flex as long as Gus Edwards does not play. And then the Commander defense to close things out.
Sheesh. I love it. Let's get this money, bro.